Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be out baling some hay this afternoon, or grass I should say. It's down along the highway. I mowed a ditch line here several days ago and it's dry and ready to be baled. I'm going to get it baled today, but before I do that I need to do some maintenance on my BCS walk-behind tractor. I need to get the oil changed, and so I'm going to get my camera set up and I'll show you that process. So stay with me. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, I'm set up to get this oil changed. I have my drain pan to catch the oil. And this is the engine of my tractor. It's a 13 horsepower Honda engine. It's the 390. Oh, I forget what they call it. 390 XT or XL or XS or something. But anyhow, it has two oil drain plugs. It has one right here at the base of the engine, and then here's the fill. There's the fill cap, but there's one on the other side of the engine as well in the same location. There's another drain plug just on the other side and also a fill, so you can do it from either side. I just chose to do it from this side. It's a little more convenient, I guess. But anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this plug pulled out, get the engine oil drained, and then I'll show you the rest of it from there. Maintenance is very important on equipment or cars, vehicles, whatever. This tractor, it was a fairly expensive piece of equipment. It is well over $4,000 just for this tractor. And it's kind of my livelihood. I make money with it. I mow and rake some hay and some grass and bale it and sell the bales for extra income. And so if it's not running, or maintenance ain't kept up on it, it ain't gonna be doing me any good, and I won't be able to make any money. It just won't do me any good not running. So I gotta do the maintenance on it, keep it running good, so I can make money with it. Too expensive a piece of equipment to not take care of it. This is the oil that I use. It's regular Honda oil, Pro Honda Oils and Chemicals, it says on the bottle. It's the Honda brand, because this is a Honda engine. So I buy what they recommend for this thing. I bought a 12 quart box of it, and there's about 88 bucks I think, or something like that. So the oil ain't real cheap, but I suppose a guy could buy some cheap oil, but that don't mean your engine's gonna last either. So I just buy what the manufacturers recommend. I don't like the way it just runs out on that plate, but I can always spray that off with some degreaser, brake cleaner or something, wipe it off, so it'll be alright. If you don't clean that off, just dirt and dust will collect that oil, and then you have a bunch of oily dirt stuck to the frame. I'm gonna get a block or something, lift that side up a little bit so the engine tilts this way and that oil runs out good, and let it sit and rest till all the oil's drained good. I'll see you here in a little bit. Okay, the oil's pretty well drained, so I'm gonna put back the plug, put the plug back in, and get it tightened up. And then I'll get the oil put back in it. Don't want to over tighten this plug, but you want to make sure it's good and snug. There, I got it good and snug. Now I'm going to have to find a funnel where I can put in there and be able to dump the oil in, because it's too hard to get in here and dump the oil in like that. Just end up spilling it, so I'm going to find a funnel. I'll be right back. Okay, I have a funnel. Let's see if I can't get this poured in there. Sorry if I'm blocking the view. Here's 1 quart. I'm not sure what this engine actually calls for on the amount of oil, because I actually overfilled a little bit, and I'll explain that as I'm pouring this next quart in. I have this side of the tractor up on a block underneath the wheel, and on these gas engines, on like your push mowers and such, they always have this fill spout on the side of the engine towards the bottom of the block, and you pour oil in there, and then when it starts coming out, that's when you always put that fill cap. Well, these tractors are meant to run on the Sidehill. You can run them on Sidehills up to, supposed to be like a 40-degree grade, and I think it's 40-degree grade. And so when it's tipping, that oil would be running to one side of the engine. So what you do is you tip the engine, or tip the engine or the tractor, so like it's on Sidehill, and then you fill it with oil. And that way you go and put the oil cap on. Then when it's down on level, then it's kind of what I guess you would consider overfull, but you're not really overfull, because see how the oil's right there? If I set it down, the oil's going to run out. That way when it's on the Sidehill, it's still full of oil. That way everything's getting a bath with the oil. I could tip it a little more and put a little more in. I'm thinking maybe I should. I don't have quite 2 quart in there. I think I'm going to tip that up. Try and tip that up and block it just a little bit more, because I take it in steeper hills than what it's sitting at right now. Or steeper angles, I should say. Okay, I dumped it in there, what I could get in. I got blocked up another block. I didn't get quite 2 quart in the thing. floor dry down. A little bit of oil I spilt. Well, that's all there is to changing the oil. Pulling that plug out, letting it drain, and then filling it up there. And like I said, it's on either side. So anyhow, that's it for this maintenance tip on these tractors. I'll let you go for now. Thanks for joining me, and don't forget I love you. Bye.